Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Unfiltered podcast. A very emotional, sad, heartbreaking episode of the Unfiltered podcast. We're your host, Marco Barella.
And Bray Scherzer.
Troy Stars again. Not nothing special today. We didn't want to really start off the episode like this. We obviously know we try to stay positive as much as we can. But like due to with recent events in the world and personally, we had to come with the heartbreaking decision to call it a wraps and retire with the Unfiltered podcast. We didn't come with this decision lightly. It took days and days of me and Troy deliberating, and we just come to the best conclusion that it wouldn't be right for us to keep going with the Unfiltered podcast.
Yes. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work anymore for us, with timing and trying to get our schedules in line and just everything going on in our lives. There's just so much that we've been really struggling to try to do an episode every week. And it just come to the determination where we're like, we gotta either put it on pause or stop it right now before we keep we want to give you guys the best content. And if we can't give you guys the best content, we don't believe we should, we don't want to keep delivering to you guys a half-ass episode. We want to be able to do this 100%. And unfortunately, it's just, it's in our best nature. It's for the podcast best nature. If we just, seize for the moment, maybe take a pause, maybe end it. But at least for a while now, we're just going to kind of stop all episodes, unfortunately.
Oh, and one more thing. April motherfucking Fools. We ain't going nowhere, motherfuckers. Every Wednesday, bitches. Bam.
I think we did this last year too, which is hilarious.
I think we did, but I think we just performed an Oscar-worthy performance. I think that was fucking well read. Nothing written, by the way. No written statement.
Nope.
That's just from the
that
heart.
Was just, yep.
We fucking free ball that shit. We ain't
On
fucking
other words,
going
I did
nowhere.
shit myself, so
From how good
fun.
that performance was?
No, I thought it was a fart. It was not a fart. It was a squirter.
Oh,
What can you do?
Okay. All right. Please don't go into
I had to take everything off, throw it all in the tub.
Troy is wearing an adult sized diaper.
I did wash myself, and but I got some dirty stuff I got to get to after the podcast. So that's fun.
If you guys at home are also wearing underwear, or if you shat yourself during that amazing performance for me and Troy, sorry, we should have warned you guys ahead of time to wear an extra pair of pants while listening to the podcast.
No, literally, Marco, I shit myself before.
Go with the fucking joke, Troy. God, fucking nobody cares about your fucking poopy pants.
Oh, I see. All right, thanks. I thought you'd like to hear why.
I really wouldn't. I really don't want to know what's going on in your asshole.
Yeah, no, me neither. That's okay.
But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very fool-like episode of the Unfiltered Podcast. Literally nothing is different. It's the same fucking episode, but on April Fools. So, if you guys celebrate April Fools, literally, I think I might watch the SpongeBob episode of April Fools just for a little tradition, a little holiday.
There you go.
Who knows?
And we gotta wish my father some good luck. He's getting a surgery. I'll just say that he's getting a surgery done tomorrow.
Good luck.
Tomorrow. If you're listening to this on Wednesday, he's getting it done today. Lots of fun stuff. You know how it goes.
Well, good luck to him. A very foolish day to get it on, but hey, any day's better.
Hopefully they're not like, April Fools, you don't have anything wrong with you. See you later.
Okay. April Fools, we absolutely neutered you. Oh well, I wish the best for your father.
Yeah,
but I'm also, yeah, exactly. Everything.
It's serious, but it's not that serious.
Well, that's good. Hopefully, he pulls through and does good. But do you have anything planned for this foolish of Wednesdays for April Fools?
We're getting a little slow at work. Might take off because the fiance has off for spring break. So that may or may not take off for Thursday.
Is she off for like the 1 week? How many weeks is she off? Like a week? Yeah, that's figured.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this, because I've been having this debate with a lot of people, and a lot of people have different answers.
All right,
when you had spring break, all right, when in elementary school compared to like high school, in elementary school, did it not feel like spring break was usually like a week-long thing? You had all week off,
I could have swear it
It
was
wasn't
2
just a couple
weeks.
days.
I
And
could have
then
swear.
okay. Well, and then in high school, it always felt like you got like Thursday, Friday, Monday off, and that was it.
Yeah.
Or it was just, some years it was just Friday and Monday, and that's it, and that was your spring break, quote unquote spring break. Is
Mhm.
am like it's weird. I'm hearing like everyone's like, "Oh, I got the week off." What do you mean? I remember having a Friday and Monday off, and that was it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not understanding. And then I kind of remember a little bit, like maybe it was like they had other in-service days planned, or like snow or something. But I still feel like it was a lot shorter than this. I don't know. That's just me, but
No, you're right. I feel like as you get older, you get less time off for
yeah, it was
holidays.
weird because, well, usually it's district wide when it comes to like holidays and whatnot. So like the entire district has a certain whatever days off. It's not just like the high school compared to the elementary school. I don't know. I just want what's your opinion? I mean, I feel like high school I got no spring break, but I remember in elementary school I felt like I had
I could have
tons of days off.
swore Christmas break was always longer than spring break.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like because especially for New Year's, I could yeah, cause you would have off for at least 2 weeks, and then do we? I don't remember exactly because again it's been years since I graduated elementary school, but I don't remember exactly. But I could have swore I could have swear that
What?
Christmas holiday, Christmas and New Year's break was longer than Easter or spring break, or whatever you call it.
Yeah,
But you are right. I feel like they would give us just half-ass
yeah. Spring
breaks
breaks.
where it's
Yeah.
like you said, like Thursday, Friday, and Monday off, and
Yeah, it
then you're
was
right
like
back.
everybody was like, "Oh, I got the week off." It's like I got 4 days or 3 days or whatever, 3 extra days or 2 extra days.
I mean, the weekends don't
I
count
don't
because
know.
you're already all off. But then
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't,
it's basically a
whatever.
three
It's just
day
me.
fucking. But I don't know. You are right. I feel like you always hear stories. Because I remember when I was younger, I always like listen to people like college students get like a month or two off. I'm like, what
Okay, they
the
don't actually get
fuck?
a month off. They get like a long week off.
I could have swore
I do know this is
some
a fact.
colleges do.
Well,
I don't know.
it's I also found out spring break for college is different depending on the school. Certain colleges have off earlier, certain colleges have off later.
Interesting.
AKA the fiance's when she went to where. I don't know if I should share that or not, but
No,
you know
I
where
know
she
where
went.
she went. Yeah.
It was her spring break was right on our birthdays because I'm the third, she's the sixth,
Mm.
and I took her to Disney the one time, because it just worked out. She got back from spring. She got back from spring break or back home from spring break on a Friday. Or on a Thursday, flew out Friday, and then we came back to the following, like end of the following week or whatever. But she had that entire week off. But then our friends, it was like the following week or the week after that that they had off. It was weird.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I find it strange that everybody has different times off for spring break. You would think spring break would be like around a holiday, but I guess
Exactly.
technically not. I don't know.
No, exactly. I just think that I feel like doing it's weird because I feel like after, especially Christmas break, you should have a little more of time off. I feel like because at the end of the year, everyone is still like getting over the new year and like everyone's
Mhm.
rewinding. That's why you're given depending on what school you go to, you get 3 months off for summer. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and I feel like that it is different for each. I mean, I remember like because the concept. I think my brother went to LaSalle High School, and then he
Okay.
also went to LaSalle College. Um, and he would always graduate or finish the year off in I want to say like mid June. But then he'll go back to college or school in like midway through August or like late August.
Yeah. I
So
feel like
like
late this I feel like starting, it's always been like late August. Last like the I think it's usually the final week of August. Yeah.
mhm,
Like in the
yeah.
20s, mid to late 20s is when
Mm.
everybody kind of starts. Let me ask you this. Do you remember when your school year would end, like around what kind of
So
days of June?
it's
Were
actually
you a late June or were you a very early June?
so it depends, right? So for elementary school, I don't remember exactly. I think it was midway through June, like normally, and up until I went to junior high, it was the same thing. But once COVID hit and I left my in real school to go to online school,
Mm.
we finished I think like first week of June, and
Okay.
meanwhile my friends who were still at the in person school were still doing classes for the next 2 weeks,
Okay.
which I think is pretty
Interesting.
unique. So that's the thing, right? And I was gonna ask you the
Yeah.
same thing too. Is I like, would you rather start school early but finish school early, or vice versa? Which one would you rather do?
Oh well. Okay. So, I believe from my understanding, our school district didn't have as many days off throughout the year. So we always started that last week of August. Every year was pretty much always the same. And then every year, I believe from my it's been a little while, guys. I'm showing my unk status. Um, I
Um,
w- we always ended around like the 11th, like the 9th, 10th, 11th of June, almost every year. Graduating was a little bit earlier, but that's normal. Graduation's usually a couple days earlier.
mhm.
But usually we were right around that area, or maybe add or minus a day or two. I remember other schools around me, it was like they were easily the 15th or later. Some being the 20th of June they would finally get done. Um, but then they would still start all around the same time as us, but we just didn't have as many days off throughout the year, which was kind of nice. Because obviously you get a longer summer, you don't have to worry as much. But I feel like at least for our school, once June hit, everybody's clocked out. Everybody's like ready to go. It's
Oh yeah.
finals, and I remember high school. It like
The
finals were
last week
always
of
like
school was like some of the.
I
It could be the
know.
most stressful, but it could also be the most fun.
Yeah, I
Like
always
the
remember
last day of
finals was
school, like
what's that?
going in your class and the teacher's got a movie playing on, and you're like,
Yep,
oh,
it's like all right. Mm-hmm.
this is dope. Because I was talking with Garrett. Shout out to Garrett. We were talking about like how he just started his spring break, and they were watching Interstellar in class. I'm like, that's
Okay.
fucking lit. Like what?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
fucking dope. I remember we watched. I forgot it was the last day. I think it was seventh or eighth grade. I remember it was Mr. Higgins. Shout out to Mr. Higgins on my old history teacher. I forgot what we were watching. We watched
Yeah.
some sort of like movie. I remember during the last day of school. That's like the best. Like you get your yearbook. Did you used to go crazy and nuts for like getting yearbook signatures?
I did. Well, all right. High school, no. Middle school, absolutely. Middle
Yeah,
school
yeah.
and part of elementary school, absolutely. Middle
I
school, I feel
have
like
my
was a lot
yearbooks like
stronger
early.
that I can remember. Elementary school, I don't remember as much.
Yeah. I think it was the same thing. I think that especially for at least for our school district, when I grew up in like once you graduate it's different now, but back in my days per se, like
Back in your days, man.
sixth grade was in elementary school, and then once you graduated sixth, you go to seventh
Oh,
grade.
you were what? Were you a K through sixth?
Yeah, and then I think
Oh,
so.
okay,
I was
okay.
class of 2016. And I think they changed a year or two later,
Okay.
for elementary
So what,
school.
fifth?
Yeah, yeah. So now, yeah, so it's
Okay.
K through fifth, and then sixth through I believe ninth.
Oh, you're a sixth through ninth or a seventh through ninth?
No, when I was in high school, it was when I was at the junior high, it was still seventh to ninth. COVID happened, and I think they changed it
Interesting.
once it went back in person. But by then, I was already online, so I didn't really matter. So now,
Yeah.
right now, the senior high is 10th through 12th. So
Interesting. So
it is
my school has always been the same. It's K through fifth, and then sixth, seventh, eighth is middle, and then ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th is all high school.
interesting. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
which I found out is, fiance was different. Fiance was the same as yours, where it was K through sixth, I believe, and then seventh, eighth, ninth, middle, and then 10th, 11th, 12th, high school.
Yeah.
Now, however, her school was bigger than mine, by a good chunk of change, by at least a couple hundred.
Mm-hmm.
When we had a pretty big class. I think we had 552, if I'm not mistaken, or 553.
I couldn't
We had a
tell
really
you.
we
I
had a
mean,
pretty decent big class, but I think hers was close to 1,000 or like
oh
900.
hell no. Ours was
Yeah.
probably maybe in the 800th. I mean, because we had at least 4 or 5 other elementary schools combined. Once we went to you know when I went to high school, right? Stupid question. Don't say, but you know where I went, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to share. Like, shout out Sourton High School. That's where I went. I don't give a fuck.
Shit, I don't want
Shout
to
out
shout out.
Sourton. Woo!
I don't want to shout out Abington. Ugh, fucking
Big Red or Saudi Indians,
Abington.
whatever the fuck they want to
You
call
know,
themselves. I don't know.
I've had my fair share of moments in Abington. I think that it was up and down. I feel like there
Mhm.
are aspects of it that I do miss, but like I will stand to like on that for reasons I don't want to get into. I think
Yeah.
2018 was probably one of the worst years of my life, and I don't want to talk about it as much, but like that was not a good time for me mentally. So
Okay.
it still does hold a little bit resentment for me, but like again, I do miss. It was my biggest regret because um that it was one of the hardest. I will say this, like it was one of the hardest decisions in my life when I graduated. I graduated 11th grade, and I guess per se, and then once you get to your senior year of high school, I was given the choice between going back to Abington, graduating with friends, and picking the social scene and seeing all my old friends, or do I stay online, for my grades' sake. My grades were already doing really better, and obviously I didn't know anybody online on the Zoom classes and shit. I didn't really give a fuck, but I was just
Mhm.
staying there for my grades, so. I ended up staying online for my grades. I ended up probably graduating with straight C's. I couldn't tell you what my fucking GPA is, honestly. It's probably fucking -1.
Oh wow.
Explains a lot, honestly. But honestly, I don't miss school. I do and I don't. But I think I'm doing relatively okay, decent. I was gonna say okay, but I'll bump myself down to a decent when it comes to fucking book smart. I'm not good with the books.
Oh, fair enough. You'll have that.
Your shit ain't for
Some people are
everybody.
better than others. That's what it is at the end of the day.
All I need is street
So,
smart, and I'm pretty smart when it comes to the street.
anyway, so before we bore people out of their minds, you want to move on to your favorite topic?
What is my favorite topic?
Baseball is back, baby.
Oh, it's true. The MLB season is upon
MLB
us.
season is officially kicked off. Mets are what's the record now? I don't know what the
I think
record
they're
is, but they started off with a
3.
win. Surprise, surprise.
Oh my god, we fucked on Paul Skeens. That was a very. Bro didn't even make it out of the first inning.
Bro, his team is so bad.
Well, specifically O'Neal Cruz. You saw the shit with the sun in his eyes.
Did you see how that? Oh my god, I felt so. They pulled him before the end of the first inning.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah,
5
no,
runs in the
he's done
first
enough.
inning.
We don't need to do more damage to him. You guys put up what, 5 on him, 4 on him?
5 in the first.
And half the problem wasn't. It was literally all errors from the outfield. There was, it was all errors from the infield and outfield. He didn't do actually anything bad. It just they sucked.
Yep.
And
I
saw
saw
some
3
clips on that.
right
Man,
now.
oh, I feel horrible. Like,
Yeah.
God,
It
He
was. It was not
you have
good.
no
Yeah.
defense. What are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
That's fucking insane, bro. The fucking Miami Marlins are currently in first place with 4-1, and your
know, crazy.
Philadelphia Phillies are in dead last.
Really?
Yeah, they're 2-3. They just
really?
won today, which your top ranked pitching prospect Andrew Painter got a win and won for y'all. But
Nice.
yeah, rough
see
year
that,
for
yeah,
the
we're
Phillies.
2-3.
There's been
Wow.
I've been seeing a couple of the Phillies games. It is not looking too good for the Phillies. And
I'm not
trying
gonna lie. All right, if we want to break it down real quick before we bore people, our team looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we had a good team this year.
Yeah. I just
What's
think
his name? Whoever we fucking signed instead of Castellanos is basically another Castellanos. There's no
Adolis
difference.
Garcia.
He's dropping balls.
I
that are
saw
right
that.
above
I
him.
saw that play against the
Get him the
Rangers.
fuck out of here.
That shit was embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. Like you
The
guys do
shit
have
is so
promise,
bad.
but like you guys just didn't do enough in the offseason. You could have got.
No, we did not.
You could have got like
enough.
other big people. You could have gone Kyle Tucker. But like the CEO, I think is Bankowski. I forgot his. I don't know how to say his name, but like he fucking just didn't do that much. I mean, I can't say that the Mets also has panned out. Bo Bichette is off to a rough start. He did drive in 2 runs yesterday for a win, but I think he did not do fucking good today at all. I'm checking right now. Also,
Yeah,
what the
actually
fuck is
decent.
that?
It was just crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see their team? They seem like they're actually a solid team, all in all.
Yeah.
The West, of course. Looking at the National League on the West, yeah, everybody sucks but the Dodgers, of course.
I'm not surprised. The Red Sox are 1-4. I was really surprised. Kota Senga did not do fucking good at all. How are you? How are you doing in the fantasy? I'm not sure if you
Oh
won
God,
last
I'm not
week.
gonna lie, I haven't even looked.
You should,
I
you
should probably.
bum.
Hold on, let's.
I'm losing right now. That's fucking
I don't even
fantastic.
fucking know. Did we already make it through a week or no?
You're ninth place.
I don't even
Congratulations.
know. I missed the mark.
I'm in
He won
eighth
six to
place. To be
three.
fair,
Whatever.
I'm in eighth place. I'm
Week one I
losing to
lost,
my
but I'm
boy.
winning week two. So.
Unironically, I'm losing to Clayton right now. Shout to Clayton. Clayton's in first place right now.
Oh wow, interesting.
I don't
Nice.
know if he like
Um,
I
I don't.
lost in all 3 leagues last week and I'm not happy. I'm
Well,
winning right
Trey
now.
Savage is still out. So
Yeah.
he'll throw a simulation game on Friday, but
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm never gonna use ESPN fantasy. I draft good teams and I just never do good. I don't know what the fuck I'm
yeah.
doing wrong. I'm just not fucking ever
Oh, is
doing.
Pena playing finally?
Probably.
He went 1 for 5. So
Yeah.
Otani's playing right now. He's 0-1. Honestly, I don't know if you noticed, but not a lot of people are hitting home runs this year. I feel like there's a lot.
Fucking choke on water.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking water. Probably not. I think Pete Alonso just hit his first home run as a Baltimore Oriole. I may or may not have shed a tear.
Jeez.
Fuck it.
No, he's dying over there. Mark is dying.
Fuck, man. I mentioned Pete Alonso and the Orioles, and I'm fucking dying now.
Yeah.
Unironically, he got a home run off of former New York Met Jacob deGrom,
That's hilarious.
who are both now on different teams. It's so fucking weird. But I think the Mets are in a unique spot. I think that they have, if Bo Bichette can lock it in, which I know he can, he did good. Fucking Larice Robert Jr. is a mixed bag because he can either have a 30-30 season or he'll bat 130. So, like, it's either a mixed bag what you're going to get with him. So, I'm excited. Nolan McLean looks good so far. Kota Senga looks a little rough. But, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be a good division. I think the Braves are a little bit iffy. I think that because they still have a lot of players on their injured list, so if we can keep them a little lower down, I think it's gonna be another year with neck and neck with the Phillies and Mets. So I'm eager and I'm excited to see, but I don't think the Phillies are gonna do amazing this year. I think the Phillies are gonna squeeze in a wild card spot. I think they do, but I mean, the other thing that has been making the waves is that the ABS system is debuting this year for the MLB, which is already calling umpires out on their shit, and rightfully so because sometimes just fucking.
Oh, I know. Sometimes it's horrible, but man, I feel so. I don't know. It's a weird spot because, especially with the new ABS, right? I'm calling it right.
Yeah, ABS.
Right? Okay.
Automatic ballers and strikes.
Thank you. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It is nice now. We actually know if it's a ball or strike, and people can challenge and be like, "That was a terrible call."
100%.
However, sometimes margin of error on some of these calls is so close, and you're just like, okay, yeah, he called it a strike, but like I've seen a couple where it's like less than 0.1 of an inch, or less than a tenth of an inch, and it's like, okay, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? It looks like a ball when it's coming in at 95 miles an hour. How that I don't know. There's yes, it's nice on some pitches. It's like, all right, you were 3 inches off. What are you doing? Or you're 2.5 inches off the corner. You're down in a way, and you're way off, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's like, okay, I feel bad because everybody looks now at the.
Yeah.
Just opened. Weird.
I'm trying to look for the clip on Twitter because there was a call on it would happen in spring training. Hold on. ABS. MLB. I'm trying to find it because there's already been a couple of this clip right here. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in on main talk.
Okay.
Actually, I'll put it on clips and articles. I'm putting in clips and articles. This is during spring training, and as you can see, the ball is so fucking in the middle. It's not even funny, and the most easiest and obvious fucking call challenges of all time, like right down the dick, and he called like I'm not saying that like
Wow. Oh my
being
god, that's a crazy. Sorry, I just watched the clip and
yeah
damn, that's
it
crazy.
it is so bad. Like I'm not saying that being an umpire is easy. It's fucking
No.
not because but
Yeah.
like some of these people have been in the league for decades and like after
Still making
again
terrible calls.
bro, Angel Hernandez fucking retired at the perfect time because my god he
Yeah, because my thing is, what is the rep? I don't. You might be more aware than I am. What's the reprimand on? Like, is there a certain amount of calls you're allowed to like get wrong before they're
yeah.
like,
So I'm
hey,
pretty sure.
you got to do something?
I think it's per inning. I believe. I'm not 100% sure of that. If you guys can correct me in the
Really?
comments, but I'm pretty sure that it's they can kind of like with challenging a call, like when you're getting like when you want to make a call on the base, like oh is he
Yeah.
safe or not? If they get it right, they can retain it, but if they get it wrong,
Mhm.
they lose it. So I'm pretty sure it kind of works the same thing with that as well. Um, we've also had a. It's kind of funny. I saw this. It was during an Oriole game. We have our first rage bait ejection via the ABS system. So I believe so. Josh Bell, the Twins, got walked, and I think the Orioles. I think Ryan Helsley, the pitcher, called it, and it was ended up being a strike or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure. So they're really strict. You can see with all of these, like the ball can like a centimeter away, like a little bit, half of the ball can be touching the strike zone, and it's called a strike. And
Yes.
it's obviously like I'm assuming for most players, it could be rage baiting, but that's technically the strike zone. And anytime a ball touches the strike zone, that is what's gonna happen. Um, so as you can see,
Oh.
people are already getting rage baited over it. But I think it's a good thing. I really do think it is generally a good
Oh my.
mechanic. So only the catcher, batter, and pitcher can call it. No, the infield or outfield
Yes.
can't do it.
Yes.
Um, so yeah,
That. Oh my gosh. And the nice thing is, you get what, 2 challenges a game or
I'm
something like that.
pretty sure. Yeah, let me
And
look up.
if you keep your challenge if it's correct. If you miss the challenge, you lose your challenge. Is it 2 per team or is it 2 per batter?
Yeah, so
Do you
beginning of
know?
2026 MLB season, each team receives 2 automated ball strike ABS challenges per 9 inning game to review the umpire
Oh,
decisions on
okay.
pitches. Retaining challenges. Teams retain their challenge if the review result is an overturned call. Extra innings. If a game goes into extra innings, the team receives 1 additional challenge into the 10th inning if they're out of challenges. Who challenged only the batter? Yeah, we know that. Failed challenges. A challenge, if lost, the original call is confirmed, marking them crucial, high leverage, strategic decisions. So interesting. I'm really curious if how that's gonna play out like during the All Star game or during the postseason. How that's gonna come into effect? Because like, what if they have bases
Yeah.
loaded and it's a 3-2 count and it's called a ball and then they that's gonna be very interesting to see. But I
Yes,
think
that's
it's a
gonna.
really this goes to show that I think I'm assuming there's statistics that prove it that like over the past 5 years, like MLB viewership has skyrocketed, and I think that it's these changes that make the game more fast paced and more like I want to say clippable, but like more mainstream than ever. I
Yeah,
think
well,
I think
I believe
making
I
the
agree
games
with you. I
yeah
totally agree with you, and I think partially of that is it's now more fast paced.
yeah
You have 2 hour long games. It's not
the
some games
pitch
going on regular innings. You're hitting 4.5 hours sometimes. It was
yeah.
like, okay, guys,
Like I like
I'm done watching this.
Rob Manfred, the baseball commissioner, is a very like shady dude. He's been like, he it's a questionable decision for the MLB place.
Yeah,
But like one of the greatest things he's ever done was introduce the pitch clock, and now obviously the ABS system is also a
yeah,
very good addition. Um, it's also raised the question because I remember Clayton briefly mentioned it last week, where like it's believed by some pitchers that the pitch clock has also increased the likelihood of pitchers getting injured. It's not like
Yes.
proven, but it's like kind of like a suspicion from pitchers and pitching coaches that like that's what's causing more. That's why also as you see, it's past couple years has been a skyrocket in Tommy John and ACL tours and like other pitcher related
Yeah.
injuries.
No, and I, yes, I do agree that it's going to introduce more injuries. My other thing is, okay, that is correct. Don't get me wrong, but now you got guys throwing all their might into these pitches and throwing 100+ now, and it's not that uncommon anymore. Okay, when you're trying to huck a ball 100 miles an hour for 60 pitches in a row, and you got, you're on a time, obviously not straight in a row, but some of
Hmm.
these innings, they can go a little bit longer. So you're putting a little bit more strain when you're trying to throw that hard and that fast. Like, okay, you're gonna have these injuries now more often because you got guys hurling the ball so fast, and just the human body
Yeah.
isn't made for that kind of wear and tear consistently. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's it's the ashamed part. It's like, okay, yes, guys can throw 105. The one guy came out and threw 105. That's awesome. But your body isn't made to throw 105.
No.
Like, yes, you have the mechanics down to do it, but you can do it a couple times. But when you're trying to do it 20 times and, I don't, let's say a 15-minute span, you know what I mean? Your body's going to take a toll. Your body can only handle
Yeah.
so much. And obviously you get
Yeah.
training and recovery and everything like that. But, like, come on,
No,
it's going to
it's
happen.
brutal. It's absolutely brutal because you have especially with young like that's I mean again I don't know what goes behind like say like what scouts are looking for teams, but I mean I've been seeing TikToks of like 16 and 15-year-olds already throwing 95 high and higher and like
I know.
slowly
There,
creeping it up. Like that's what they're looking like. They look, but the thing is that while you're throwing fast, like it's also uncontrollable. Like you can't. It becomes
yeah.
10 times more harder. That's why you have somebody like having a quest for my baseball nerds, like having to start either Randy Johnson or Greg Maddux, who Greg Maddux doesn't throw hard at all, but like he threw like maybe like mid 70s and higher, but he was one of the best like most accurate dotting pitchers. Or you have Randy
Yeah.
Johnson, the most dominant one of the most dominant left-handed pitchers of all time, and throwing 102, 3, 4, like you said, like
Uh,
dotting, but like it's like you said, like you have like someone like Aroldis Chapman, who's I believe is like late 30s. I want to say early 40s. How old is he? Let me. I
I think
think
he's late.
he's.
He's mid to late 30s, I believe.
How do you fucking spell his name? Aroldis Chapman. He is 38 years old, and he
38
is
years old.
still playing some of the best baseball to this day that he's doing. He's still
Which is
throwing
crazy. It's like,
102, 3
wow,
miles an hour.
you're pushing. Obviously, I feel like baseball, you can get away with being a little bit older than a lot of other
Yeah,
sports, especially contact
I
sports
think
and
it's
whatnot.
roughly around. It depends. Like obviously, like it depends what position you are. Mostly too. I feel
Yes,
like
100%.
pitchers you can get away with being in for a while. Like look at Clayton Kershaw just retired this past season. I'm pretty sure he's in his 30s. Yeah, he's unironically he's also at 38 and he called it
Wow.
quits. He retired this
Yeah.
year. Um, but yeah, like I said, like Nolan Ryan was like 50 when he retired, I think, but he was still doing really good in his old age. So it really depends. Like obviously, catchers who tend to get more older, they become more they switch to first base primarily, less strenuous on their knees because obviously I feel like having an old catcher is I never heard of because I mean like it is a I would say it's probably it kind of is weird to say, but it is one of the more strenuous, like harder positions to play in baseball. Having to squat down for 2 hours and having a good arm is also very important. I'm not to say like it's like
Yeah.
but it is
You know, it,
very hard.
and we see this, like, we saw this in, I don't know if you're aware or not, but the Chicago Bears, at least in the NFL wise, the Chicago Bears center, Drew Dahlman, he retired at 27. You know, like, he
Wow.
walked away and he was in his prime. He
So
walks away from football. He was one of the most dominant centers, and he was a key piece to that line, and he walked away, which to me is crazy. I don't know
Exactly.
why, I
Kind of
don't.
like with Gronk, but
It,
Gronk kind of came back towards for that little
Gronk
brief
left.
run.
Yes, Gronk left because I feel like he felt that the Patriots run was done, and he's like, I'm not. You also got to understand, dominant tight ends like that, and like
Mm,
dominant wide receivers, they're getting double teamed and they're getting hit hard because some of them you have to hit them with all your might to get them to bring them down. You can't just do soft little hits anymore on those big guys. Like I'm gonna fuck this up. 80 Megatron. Megatron, number 81 on the Calvin Johnson on the oh, what's it? He was on the Colts, I believe. Yeah.
mm.
Calvin Johnson. Yeah, Megatron. No, I'm sorry. He was on the Lions. I'm sorry. I was totally wrong. Lions. He apparently he was so dominant and so strong that guys had to what some hits nowadays would like almost knock the guy out. He would take every single time he caught the ball because you had to hit him so hard or he wouldn't fall. And it
Yeah,
got to the point where his ankles were gone. He had no tissue in his ankles, and when he would walk, he had to walk flat foot, and he looked like a duck walking because he had no mobility in his ankles anymore.
yeah,
And it got to a point where he's like, I believe if I'm not mistaken, he always said if I have to roll to my right, I'm not sure it's the left or right, but if I have to roll to my right, don't throw it to me because I'm not going to be able to catch it because I can't. My right ankle doesn't work. But if I roll to my left, I can catch it and throw it to me.
hmm
It got so bad, and that's one reason why he walked away. Well, he
that's
was
fucking
older too,
brutal.
but it's like those dominant people like Gronk, Megatron, those guys. They take such a beating, and they got to walk away. They got to walk away younger than some of these older guys like Larry Fitzgerald and those that are like light, nimble, and like take lighter hits.
Hmm
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame when you see such a dominant person have to walk away because of injury or because of,
Mm.
just wear and tear on the body. Because the body, Jason Kelsey, for instance, from the Philadelphia Eagles, he probably could have played a couple more years, but his body, he just took such a toll on his
Yeah,
body. He's like, I gotta walk away. This is, my body doesn't feel like it used to anymore. I have to warm up so much because to get my body ready to go. Because he was I'm gonna say he was 36, 37, or 38, but the amount he had to put into it, he had to basically act like an old man trying to warm up because his body just, it was so worn down.
yeah, and in that's like a good case where like you see it's questionable because sometimes people take gambles on their careers where like you either like perhaps you call off a career too early when you think you have enough in you, or do you like some people wait until like some people like
Yeah,
overwhelm their stay. You
exactly,
you take
100%.
like you have someone like like some of the greats like, oh, remember this guy, now he's like in the the Dominican League or the fucking playing in Japan.
Oh gosh, NBA, who am I thinking of? Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard.
Mm,
He was so good, but because he didn't walk away, he eventually had to go. He played overseas, and he was dominant overseas. But he just in the NBA, he just
yeah,
took such a toll on him that he had to
yeah,
walk away and go to overseas because he kind of overstayed his welcome. It was kind of like, yes, you're still welcome here, but you're not at the position you think you are anymore. And he's just getting upset because obviously they would don't teams are going to look at it as a business. Like, we're going to win if we put this younger center in and not you
yeah,
because he's more nimble, he's more lively. You're just old. It's kind of time to hang up the reins. You're older,
exactly.
but
It's interesting that we talk about it because this kind of like segues to what I want to talk about next. Going back to
yeah.
baseball, is that someone who is currently defining the odds is none other than first ballot Hall of Famer Mr. Michael Trout, who is off to a
Gosh,
blazing hot
did you
start.
see? Oh my gosh, he's having a blazing
He's
start.
batting. This is obviously the season just started. It's 6 games in, but
Yeah,
like
you
batting
got some time still.
300, two tanks, three ribbies, and OPS of 1.117. Like if I want to preach and just pray to the baseball gods that we get at least one more healthy season of Mike
Oh my
Trout,
gosh,
like a
if
full
if Trout
160
gets
plus game Mike
if
Trout.
Trout makes it through the whole, let's say he makes it pretty much through the whole season, here and there he might take a couple games off, whatever, for his
Mm.
health, but he makes it through the majority of the season, and I don't obviously I don't want to say he makes it, to be an MVP, but what if he has an MVP caliber season,
Yeah,
like he's like
yeah.
runner up or MVP. I hope he gets MVP personally. That
I
would be
want
fucking
one more
awesome.
MVP.
I
I
do too.
was
I totally agree.
because I was
Do you think he
awfully
walks away?
young. I mean, it depends how much time he has on his contract left too.
Uh,
How
can you look that up
much? Yeah,
fast
how
enough?
much
Because you're a little bit
more?
faster than I am. Because I'm curious if he's at. I wonder if he's at the end. Because he might be. He
Mm.
might be. I'm not 100% positive, but he might have another year though. He might have 2 more years left.
Through 2030, so a couple more years
Oh,
left.
never mind. He's not leaving after the season. Sorry, my
12,
bad.
yeah. I mean, 12. He signed in March 2019. Signed a 12-year, $426 million contract
Wow.
to stay with
Yeah.
the
Oh, same year as Bryce Harper then, or would
yeah.
that be the year after?
18. I think is when Harper signed.
Yes, because he played in the 19th season.
And then the fucking 2019 Nationals end up winning the World Series
Yep.
after Harper left.
Yep,
That's
that's
gotta be
right.
fucking bad. Poor Harper. But no, like I want to like hope and pray to the baseball gods that because
Oh, that would be
I was
awesome.
really young when Mike Trout was in his prime and I wasn't as
Yes.
much into baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But like well as an MLB The Show nerd, I always love his cards. But to see him like play good in real life, man. And this
It's
is a
awesome.
conversation I
I'm
was
loving
having
it.
with my dad. Is I like my dad doesn't think he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer due to injuries. But I think as long as you're
I think he'll get it. I think he'll
I
get the
think you're good
accolades.
if you go with the press and you go with the MLB committee. I feel like it doesn't really matter. But think about let me see. He's gonna be in the same boat with like Ken Griffey Jr. Like to like one of the greatest to ever do, but never win a World Series winning, and it fucking
Yep.
sucks because like obviously he's stuck with cursed with the
With the
fucking Los
Angels.
Angeles Angels, man.
Though
Let
my
me.
thing is, he has humongous market out there. He probably has a beautiful home, seaside. What? You walk away from that. You walk away from beautiful California, making lots of money.
Yeah.
Come on.
So he has 400 career home runs, 1,000 career RBIs. I think he has 200 stolen bases. I'm pretty sure. 1,000 career RBI. Angel Stadium also became one of the few players in MLB history to hit 200 plus home runs in a single stadium. He has continued the Hall of Fame resume includes 3-time AL MVP and 11 All-Star selections.
How many? Hold on. Let me. I'm trying to pull something. I'm kind of curious to see what his career stats are.
I'm on Baseball Reference. That's a good. So 406 home runs, career batting average of 294, which is outstanding. Um, 215 career stolen bases. So like already like even if he doesn't, so he's a 3-time MVP, Rookie of the Year, 11-time All Star, 9-time Silver Slugger, 2-time All Star. I think that's AL, right?
How
Yeah,
many?
All Star
How
maybe
many home runs did he have total for his career?
406.
406. Okay. All right.
Major League Player of the Year. Like he's definitely getting Hall of Fame. And it
I believe
sucks.
so.
I sucks that he doesn't now have a World Series MVP or a World Series trophy.
Hmm. No, I agree. Well, so what I wanted to compare it to is Otani's stats because I was kind of curious. Because Otani started in 18, so the year before he signed the before Trout signed the big humongous contract. Right now Otani is at for home runs. If I have
Sure.
this, where was this? Home runs, 280. He's at.
Yeah, and compared
The
to
280. He has 669 RBIs. Uh, is 1,100 strikeouts. Hits he has 1,052.
281 career batting average. That's impressive. Hey, I want to point out that Otani is only batting 167 as of right now.
I think Otani's having a down year, which sucks for me.
I don't think he is, but I just think it's kind of funny to think
He doesn't
that
have a home. He
Mike.
doesn't have a home run yet.
I
He's
think
what,
it's
four
funny that
games
Mike
in?
Trout
Yeah, 4 games
has
in.
a better batting average and more home runs than Mike Otani. Although again, the season just fucking started, so I think it's kind of funny and poetic in some
Yeah.
way.
No, I'm interested to see down the road if Otani compared to Trout's stats overall. Obviously, now the difference with Otani pitches, which
Yeah,
he's a first ballot Hall of Famer already.
he already is, and I think that like even like I want to say like I say he only pitches for at least like 5 more years, and then he's
You
gonna
think?
like
And then he just switches to
even then he'll be a $500 million like
$500. You mean
DH.
500 million?
500 million, sorry. $500 million
Actually,
fucking
700 million DH.
Are you sure it's 700? No.
He got 700 million over 10 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, you an idiot. He got the biggest contract ever, but they
And then Juan Soto a year later got $25 million more.
so we got 725.
I believe so. Juan Soto has more.
But Otani's is
Juan
stretched.
Soto
It's-
deferred.
is his weird Otani has his weird contract where
He's
doesn't actually
deferred,
start
but
until
he's still
after
like
year
by
10.
year. Juan Soto's making more, but overall, I think. Yes. Oh, sorry. 765 million. My mistake.
Oh,
Jesus fucking my lord. And yeah, I think, dude. I only watched part of the Mets game tonight, but I'm pretty sure Juan Soto did not do all that well.
I'm not sure.
Lost to the fucking Cardinals, brother. That fucking makes me sick. Hold on, let me.
Well, this is my thing. We're making way too early predictions, is what I like to call them.
Yeah, I mean, Kota
We're
Sengai.
4 games into the season, and we're basically saying how people are going to do by the end. We don't know. It's everything at this point. Everybody's kicking off the rust.
Otani did.
They're trying to get back into it.
Soto
get
did
the feel
good.
of the game back in.
Yeah, Soto did good. I also think, I mean, Kota Sengai, who's questionable, finally had one of the most solid games of all time. 2 earned runs, but 9 strikeouts, and our fucking offense couldn't do shit. I don't know, man. I don't fucking. It's just fucking.
He sucks. Just kidding.
It is what it is. But like I said, it is early. It is early. I'm excited. Baseball's back, and it's making me very happy.
There you go.
It's very true.
No, it's exciting. I figure we'll wrap it up very quickly. We want to do a shorter but good episode for you guys because not much going on. Just the MLB season starting.
It's true.
But
Actually,
I do have breaking news on the Charlie Kirk case.
Oh fuck! You really want to end up the episode with that, and then
we're gonna end it like this because ready for this?
I have one more thing, but like
okay,
you're gonna.
Sorry, go ahead, Marco.
No. No, let's start with your because mine's more of a positive note. This is more of like a conspiracy tinfoil hat.
No, this isn't conspiracy. Ready? For
I know what you're gonna talk about, but I'm eager to what you think.
So, Tyler Robinson, the alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk, he's 22. He's facing capital murder charges and a potential death sentence for Kirk's murder. However, the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk did not match his rifle that was found. His defense right now says that the ATF couldn't link the autopsy bullet to the rifle allegedly tied to Robinson, and that his team says they may use the ATF analysis testimony as an exploratory evidence. I don't know, whatever the fuck that means. I'm not a fucking lawyer. And they have asked to delay the preliminary hearing by at least 6 months. So as of right now, the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk is not the bullet that came out of his rifle. Crazy. Fucking crazy. So we'll see how this goes. I didn't think they would actually make this sort of thing public. Um, I always thought, if that were to happen, they'd keep it under wraps. And okay, I'm following. I always felt that. Sorry, Marco's using the bathroom. He's getting a little potty. He's got to go to a little boy's room. Anyway, I always felt that though, if that were to happen, which it was a big possibility after everything we broke down previously on the podcast and everything that happened, um, if they ever found that the bullet wasn't the same, I didn't think they would publicly release that, and they would try to do sort of a cover up to kind of still put the blame on Tyler, rather than actually, you know, find the real killer, because that's the biggest
Yeah,
thing. It
I
just
bet.
nothing really. I already explained. You're good. It just it's crazy to me that they're not keeping it on the wraps and they actually release that. But now that's a
I
humongous thing. If
I
they
think
come
the
out,
concern is that it took this fucking long to finally. I feel like
figure that out, yeah.
people day of were like, "There's no way that they explained the bullet that they said that killed him. They said like, oh yeah, it exploded like a fucking animal carcass, and they're saying that Charlie Kirk's neck was able to stop the bullet. It's a miracle. Like, no, you had people with military and gun experience say like, yeah, no, that's not fucking possible at all. And
Yeah,
it took them until March 31st or late March to fucking figure this out. Like, what are we
yeah.
doing? Like,
So
come
now it's
on.
what happens from here. I'm gonna we're gonna keep tabs on it. Let you guys
Oh, this
know
is
as
definitely a
time
case
goes
that's gonna
on.
go down. I think that
But
it did.
are they going to still blame him? Are they still going to, find other evidence? Be like, the other evidence is too condemning that, just because it's one thing. But this is a huge thing,
Oh,
honestly.
without a doubt. No, that this is it. It's definitely like I don't want to go down the rabbit hole yet because it's definitely another episode to talk about, and I really do want to talk about. But like, it's definitely something that I feel like if you guys been watching, like fucking what's her name, who's that one lady who was Charlie's friend?
Oh, I know you're talking about the dark skinned lady.
Yeah,
I forget what her name is.
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens.
If
Candace
you're
Owens. Yep.
watching her stuff, like people like I mean, I don't agree with her in a lot of things like politically, and I think she's not a good person. But like a lot of the shit she's saying is making too much sense, and a lot of like obviously if anybody, because it's very obvious, and you see like the leaked calls with fucking like obviously everybody knows that fucking Erica Kirk coming out to like fucking pyro after her husband died. Like obviously not really giving a shit. I mean, obviously she probably is, but like at least she's not doing a good job showing it. Cause you had that leaked phone call. I think it was like a couple days after the assassination. Um, it was like a leaked like Zoom call with Erica and the people at Turning Point, and like she was like saying, "Oh, we made so much money off of like merchandise and yada," like talking like financial shit, and like she doesn't seem like she's grieving. Like it's very like she's very hiding something like a deeper vendetta and a deeper like it's some shady shit, and I think I think for my own safety, I'm gonna stop talking about it. If if I disappear, just know that I'm mentally stable and I'm very happy the way I am right now. I'm very happy. Obviously, just shit happens, but it's definitely a lot of people can have answers, and I feel like if you were really like, obviously, again, I didn't agree with anything with Charlie was saying, but if you really cared for the guy, you would want to know everything, especially if you're again like we talked about a couple weeks ago, where like Charlie was heading for a divorce, and like it's so obvious because like Erica was like yeah, the beauty pageant lady, met everybody thought that Charlie Kirk was gonna run for president, and obviously she wanted to set herself up with a guy who was in power who wants to do that. And now that obviously with the whole shit with the whole Israel conflict, and Charlie was kind of like relating it, like he was like kind of like pulling back his supporting and like not really on board with it. Shit went down, I guess. And it's the most obvious. I tweeted it out like months ago, like a week after the everything went down. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking JD Vance and Erica Kirk. You never know, man. There was rumors that she was pregnant, and this was after Charlie died. not sure.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not proclaiming this is real. I'm just saying, like, it was alleged that she was pregnant with nobody knows whose child. But point is, I wouldn't be surprised in 2028. It's a JD Vance, Erica Kirk presidency, like as Erica as her VP. I think she's just trying to set herself up to be the next VP and get into
Yeah.
power.
I agree. I
It's the
agree.
most obvious,
There's
like
something coming.
it's the most obvious like House of Cards ass episode. Like
Yeah.
it's so obvious. I could see it coming from years in advance. And that woman is fucking scary looking, as is.
Yeah.
She
No, I agree.
she's got. Did you fucking see the Drewski skit?
No, I did not.
Oh my god, dude! You go look it up. He impersonates Erica,
Oh my
and
gosh.
dude, Erica went ape shit off of Drewski. Like, it's
That's
fucking
too funny.
hilarious. Dude, it's fucking point. It did. I love Drewski. His shit's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. I highly recommend you go look at it. But that is definitely yet another unfiltered podcast case to keep tabs on. I guess we're still trying to figure out shit with Luigi Mangione. That's a case that's
Haven't heard
going
anything
on.
since. So
Glad to correct. I think that's the only active case that we have been on. And
Yes.
David.
David, and yep.
David and Luigi Mangione, and now I guess I mean, it was never really a case, but we'll keep tabs on this new
Diddy.
case with the new bullet, because this
Oh.
dropped I think yesterday.
I totally said it wrong. Not Diddy. We found out what happened with Diddy. Don't worry, guys.
That motherfucker's in jail. Fuck that
We only
guy.
got 2.5 years.
But I guess kind of wrap it up on a little more positive note. I guess kind of this is for primarily me. It's good and bad news for you, Troy. However, unfortunately, I know we were very talkative and very planning on this amazing Colorado getaway, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to postpone it. At least for now, because this is happening in June, but I'm financially involved in this. Me and the family are going on a cruise.
Oh, fun.
We're going on a cruise for, I think it's 2 weeks. It's 10 days technically, 9 days. 9 nights and 10 days, I guess per se.
Oh, fun.
So I'm not paying for everything, but I'm paying for a lot of the excursions. And my fucking god, a lot of this shit is expensive. But it's I'm definitely still gonna put that Colorado day trip on hold for now, a week trip, because I'm fucking still wanted to go to Colorado, of course.
Yep.
But we're going to, I think it's the 19th to like the 28th, I believe, or I could be wrong on that. But we're going to stopping by the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic. So I am
that'll be
very
so much
ecstatic.
fun.
So some of the the prices are fucking ridiculous. I will say it's like $23. I think $23 or $24 a day for Wi-Fi, and so I did the math for that. I'm spending up to like $230 for Wi-Fi if I want it for all 10 days, which I'm not
Wow.
gonna do. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I thinking I am planning on vlogging it and posting it to my other channel, which go subscribe. But I do plan on trying to vlog it a little bit and make some fun shit with it. But yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. I think they said 16 decks. It's gonna have mini golf. It's an escape room.
Very cool.
A lot of pools and slides, and obviously all the good stuff. Obviously, I'll be 21, so I can hit a lot of I can hit the casino and bars if I wanna.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So it is going to be. I'm excited. I'm more excited like about the Dominican Republic because I heard it beautiful. I see the picture of the beaches. Oh, like shit out of a movie, man. Palm trees, white sand, clear blue waters. Like I am so excited. This is exactly what I fucking needed. But unfortunately, we're still gonna have to replan this fucking Colorado weekend trip. I'm still down to do it, of course. But yeah, no, that's what's happening with Ace or Marco,
Very
I
cool.
should say.
Very cool. No worries.
But-
We'll find another day. No worries.
It's true. Plus, we'll find. I mean, we're gonna have to pre-record episodes, I guess, per se, because I'm not gonna be able to record
Yeah,
it on
no,
Discord
got that.
on the ship. But you know how it is.
I got tons of guests I definitely want to bring on, and I can always pre-record, send it to you, whatever we got to do.
Interesting. No,
We'll
I'm
figure
down
that
to
out.
hear it.
I got multiple. It's just we gotta. I always said wait till summertime once it's a little bit nicer out, and people get home from college and whatever else. And don't worry, we'll don't worry, guys. For everybody listening, we will have episodes. You will not be missed. We won't miss a week while he's going away. Don't worry, we got it.
It's true. Unfortunately, you're stuck with Troy. I know you guys come for me, but you have to you have to
I
muscle
know,
up
I
2 weeks
know.
with Troy. Unfortunately,
No,
I
that's
know.
it's all probably be pre-recorded because my ass does not know how to upload everything.
Oh, it's
Unfortunately,
true.
so
Well,
I'm
no,
gonna.
I'll give you the YouTube and password. And I'm
I don't
pretty
know
sure
how to.
I thought you have it.
I might, but I don't know how to. I've never uploaded to YouTube
It's
before, so.
really fucking simple. As someone who is a professional gamer, which by the way, again, I wanted to try that earlier. Not only did my gaming channel hit 34 subscribers, I know,
Awesome.
big fucking not know, but the Unfiltered podcast had 20 subscribers
Yeah, let's
on
go,
YouTube.
people.
Very happy.
We love you guys.
Views have been doing really well. 34, 58, 73, 20. Like we've been doing really good views wise.
Let's go.
I'm gonna start trying to clutch up with these shorts, get some more pumping up views and shit. But man,
fuck yeah.
congratulations to me. Congratulations to me and Troy on the podcast. Very
Fuck yeah.
happy.
Congrats,
Very
Marco.
good.
Good job.
Thank you very, very, very much. I'm wrapping up the Life is Strange game tomorrow, and I'm gonna be an emotional train wreck. As you know, this has been my fixation for the past month, and it's gonna be very.
Yes.
It's dispatch all over again, and you guys already
I
know how
know.
fucking much I wouldn't shut the fuck up about
We
that.
know.
We know, fuck you.
We know.
But again, if you guys want to see all that good stuff, if you want to watch
Yes,
gaming
yes.
shit in your spare time, go watch my stuff down on the link in the description. And any closing thoughts and statements, Mr. Joseph?
Nothing.
April
I got nothing. No.
Fools!
Have a great day, y'all.
Have a good April Fools, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.